Hey, good morning, Facebook. I'm Will Gantz with Good Morning America, and I am here with Bonnie Raitt. It's such a pleasure to be talking to you.
Nice to be talking to you guys too, and the whole country out there. Good morning.
Yeah, hey, I was saying before we started this, you are a pro at Facebook Live. You guys have been doing a couple of those.
We did a couple. It was really fun to be able to get good questions. There was some wacky stuff that I wasn't expecting, and really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
It was fun to talk about.
So the album has been out for a little while at this point. But you are here just days before kicking off the next leg of your big tour, your national tour. Tell us a little bit about the tour.
Well, we usually do, after the Grammys, we put the record out, so we kind of like business, do a lot of press before that, rehearse, and then we started in March. We do like a theater tour inside. We get most of the country except the Deep South we do across in the fall when it cools off a little bit.
Smart.
But the summer tour starts on Friday, and we play outdoors mostly in these beautiful outdoor amphitheaters, some indoor shows, and we come back to a lot of the big cities that we've already hit once, but this time for like twice as many people.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was looking at the tour dates. It's nonstop. You guys are playing shows like almost every night of the week, it looks like.
5 nights a week. That's not so bad. But, the days of doing double sets and 6 nights a week, those are when you're in your 20s and you can do it. But 5 nights a week is just about right.
Hey, I think after 50 years of being in the industry, you're allowed to play whenever or wherever you want to.
Well, you gotta let that vocal cords rest up a little bit because we're doing a 2-hour show. So, Springsteen, forget it. Or Paul McCartney, they do like 3 hours of nonstop singing and long sound checks and sing full voice for the sound check. So, I don't know how to do. That's a different animal than me.
Hey, well, we are so thankful that you're here. Let's talk a little bit about Diggin' Deep. That's the new album, and it seems like on this album, you did just that. You dug in. It's very personal. Tell me about how this album is different from the ones preceding it.
Well, I mean, the thing that's the same about it is it's a similar mix of ballads. Like most people make records, it's not all fast songs or slow songs. But I usually try to pick really great, torch, heartfelt, songs about the parts of life that are rub and make you feel that deep stuff and want to talk about it and sing about it. If everybody was just blissfully happy all the time, nobody would write any songs. So
right.
There's a few really great ballads that I call the record Diggin' Deep because, you dig into the stuff that's more painful to sing about. And one of the songs I wrote about, being sorry about who I couldn't be for you and who you couldn't be for me. So that's like something that is both romantic and about stuff in my family, people that have passed away. And then we got the other side of Digging Deep is that it's the grooves. My band and I have been together, some of us over 30 years, and when we pick a great groove song that's rock and roll or R&B, we dig down deep and get it. There's a kind of an unspoken thing that happens with a band. It's this tight and where you can get loose together, you can get deep together, and you don't even have to talk about it. So. I think this is just 12 more great new songs. It
is, and that's why fans are coming out to the tour and enjoying the music. What is the overarching message that you hope that fans take from Diggin' Deep?
Oh, God. Well, there's a lot of fans been with us for a long time, and just that everybody's still enjoying the same great mix of music of rock and roll and R&B and great ballads. Classic music stands the test of time, I think. So I just, get up. They won't let you get up off the seat and dance, but sit in your seat and dance.
Yeah. Talking about standing the test of time, you, like I said, are in your 5th decade of your career. When you look back, are there highlights that stand out? What are some favorite moments?
Well, I'd have to say when I won all those Grammys for Nick of Time, after 20 years of putting records out and selling reasonably well and building up my following and doing, I was a concert act from early on, and those fans didn't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. But when my peers in the Recording Association, for whatever reason, I skated through and won Album of the Year, which ended up put me on the front page of the newspaper saying, who is this 40-year-old overnight sensation? So a lot of America found out about me and the rest of the world. So I'd have to say that 1990 was a big high water mark for me. It opened up a whole new audience for people my age and people that play my kind of music, which is now what we call Americana, kind of roots music, R&B, and I don't do country music really, I don't do jazz, I don't do rock only, but I do little bits of everything mixed together, and it sort of legitimized that eclecticism. And so that would have to be one. And then, playing to a new generation of fans, people like Adele have covered I Can't Make You Love Me, and she
Sure.
always pays big props to me when she introduces it. And so now in my audience, I've got the second and sometimes third generation of fans that grew up listening to their mom's records and, you know, think I'm cool now. So it's really, right now is the second best time, I think.
It's amazing, and you know that's the cool thing about being on Facebook Live and stuff like this. You know, I know there are fans that are in high school, in junior high, and then all the way up. You know, folks like you were saying who have been with you from the beginning.
Yeah, the grandparents are
Yeah.
now like my age.
So the song you're singing today, "Need You Tonight," you'll be singing in really just a couple of minutes. So I know I need to let you get out of here. Tell me a little bit about "Need You Tonight."
You know, I mean, for those of you who were around and listening to music in the 80s, NXS had a string of great records, a great Australian band, one of the biggest in the world. I love their music from the first time I heard it. This song I always wanted to cover because it's just got that really sexy, you know, you're one of my kind. You know, if you haven't heard it in a while, they probably play it on oldie stations and stuff, but it was a huge single, but it's been many years since it came out. And I've always just waited for enough time to be able to do it and play live. Because I picked the tunes so I can play them live, and my band loves them and the fans love them. But I hope you guys will like this version.
I have a pretty good feeling we're going to like this version.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
for folks who want to come out and check you out on tour, they can get tickets on BonnieRaitt.com.
Yeah, and you can find out where we're playing and come see us. You know, this is our second time through, and you know, the band's playing great. We're all warmed up. We got some brand new songs to whip on people that are coming through the second time, and we're excited.
We're excited for you. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
You guys, Bonnie Raitt, she'll be on GMA in just a couple of minutes, so we'll see you guys on ABC. For now, I'm signing off. We'll see y'all in a little bit.